Hello retro gamers and welcome back to Retro Games Forever. If you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe if you want to see all future retro gaming videos that I do. Right, I'm going to be showing you how to set up Citron. It's a Nintendo Switch emulator. So the first thing we need to do, of course, is download the emulator. I'll put a link in the description. So once you've got over to there, so I'm going to move over and I'll show you what to do when you go on the site. This is the link that you need. It's in the description. So we want to scroll down. And this is the one we're looking for here. App Mainland Release APK. So click on that. And that should download. Right, so we've done that. Right, so you've got that. The next thing we need is these. Your firmware and your product keys. Now these are the latest. I can't tell you where to get them from, but like I say, quick Google search, very easy to find. So the next, once you've done that, I would get your file manager. You'll have that on your device. Put them in a folder. So next, I'm going to open up my product keys. I'll leave them, in fact I'll go back. And I'm going to move them to where my games are. Like I say, I can't tell you where to get your games from. So I'm going to pop them in there. I'll just get rid of those, they're old ones. So like I said, make a folder for put your games, and you can see my games are here. Switch folder, and I've put my product keys in there. So I'm going to go back down to downloads. The next thing we're going to do is we're going to open up the app. Install. Now I'm using a Bluetooth controller for this. You can have on-screen keys. Right, so we'll open up that, accept. Press next. Next. I'll grant permission. Allow. Select keys. So I'm going to go over to here at the top. My SD card. Scroll down, find my folder. There we have it. And then click on product keys. Now we're going to add games. Go back. See, this is easy. If you put your keys in your folder with your games, you're not. So watch, I'll press back once. And there's my games. So just use this folder. Allow. Deep scan. Continue. Right, so those are games. So the next thing we need to do is click on the cog at the top left. I'm going to go to advanced settings. Now system, we don't really have to do anything in here. So we'll go out to the graphics. Right, accuracy level. I'm going to take this up to high. Depending on, it depends if you've got a low end device, leave it at normal. If you've got like a retro pocket order, take it up at high. Resolution, you can maul about with this. You can try 2, depending on games. I'm going to leave it at 1, but I'm going to run Donkey Kong later on in this video. I am going to take that down to 75. Right, the sync mode, you don't, nothing with that. Right, window adapting filter. I'm going to change this to scale force. And then everything else in here can stay on default. So we're going to go back. This is an important one. Audio. Output engine. Take it to this cube because there's a lot of games you'll hear crackling. Why is it doing that? Is it so click on that and you'll get perfect sound from all your games. Right, we're out to there now. Next thing we're going to do is go to manage game folders. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Is it this one, open Citron folder? No. Right, so we've got our games, it's scanned our games, so there they are. So next we're going to go to the cog at the top left. We're going to go to advanced settings. System, we don't really have to change anything in there. So we're going to click on graphics. Right, accuracy level. I'm going to change that to high. Now, depending on the device you've got, if you've got like a pretty beefy phone or a Retroid Pocket 5 Odin, keep it at high. But like I say, if you're struggling with games, just go back to this and change it. You can do these for individual games as well. I'll show you that in a minute. Resolution, you can, like I say, you can mull about with that. You can take some games up to 2. Keep it on 1, but games like Donkey Kong, you will have to go down to 75. I'll show you footage of that in a minute. So I'm going to leave that on at 1 for the minute. Window adapting filter, I'm going to put this on scale force. And then everything else in here is good to go. Right, so we'll go next to audio. Now this is important. I've seen a lot of people on YouTube complaining about crackling the games, thinking is it the ROM? It's not. Click on Cubeb. You'll get perfect sound, believe me. So next we need to go to manage Citron data. And we're going to install firmware. Right, so I'm going to get, this is the firmware that I downloaded. So I'm going to move this to my switch folder. I'm going to paste it there. Open up firmware. Now remember, with the firmware, you've got to keep it zipped. So there's my firmware, 1901. Click on that, and that'll install. Whereas with some of the latest games, they won't run. So you've got to keep updating the firmware. So check on Google which is the latest one. But at this time of this video, 19.0.1 is the latest one. So out of there, back out, then on to our games. So I'm just going to pick any game because I want to just show you about the I'll click on Sonic Mania. Right, as you can see on screen controllers, scrap to the left, controls. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to set our controls. So A, so it's left A. Turn my controller on. Not going to get anywhere without turning my Bluetooth controller on. So just press the buttons that you want. So we'll go back. Now what we're going to do is press overlay options. I'm going to take all these off. Leave touchscreen on, sorry. So we take them off. Take that off. Right, I'm going to come out to there. And we're going to put on we're going to try Donkey Kong Country. So that was Donkey Kong Country. Like I say, with your graphics, you can have a fiddle about with them. Just try one more game. Like I say, if you hit anything where you don't know what you're doing, just put in the comments. You will sometimes. Some game, not every game is going to run fine. Like I say, if you hit any problems, just put it in the comments. But like I said, there's a few games that don't run brilliantly. Some of these games I haven't even tried. But let's just click on this one. Like I say, if you get problems with your game, just swipe to the side, go to your settings, graphics, and then you can just change your resolution. This one I've never played, so I'm just diving in at the deep end. There's a few games still to try.
Can't wait to kill. Let's go. Headbutt. Headbutt.
Right, I'm going to come back out of there. Like I said, this video, it's on my tablet S5e. Like I said, I can record on my Retroid Pocket 5, but I can't voiceover. So when you did see footage of the Donkey Kong, that was on the Retroid Pocket 5. I don't think this device what I'm doing the video on will struggle. Like I said, just experiment with your games. Not every game is going to work, but you have them all about with your different settings. Like I say, you go back to your advanced settings, graphics, and you can change these. Same with your accuracy level. Have them all with that. You know, if the game's not running too good, click it on normal. It's all experiment on different games. Write it down in a book or something, or in your notes, which settings for which game. Hope you enjoyed this video. I'll be doing a few more emulation setups, so keep an eye out for that. So hit that subscribe, and thanks for watching. Enjoy your gaming.